What is going on, YouTube? It's your Mariobee coming at you guys with our week 5 team builder slash battle for the ICP, the International Clown Posse, the International Competitive Pokemon League, whatever you guys want to call it. We are here with that, guys, and we guys are hyped as always. Definitely make sure to show your support by grassy gliding that like button down below. And if you guys are brand new, as always, guys, definitely consider subscribing. Yeah, so I guess quick opening announcement, guys. Make sure to check the description always of the video. I always got a lot of good stuff down there, things like my opponent's channel, all the coaches for the ICP, a couple of playlists for a couple of other things I have going on my channel if this is the only content that you guys watch currently. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all. And I have a Discord server too if you guys want to join it. It's not too active, but hey, if you guys want to reach me, that's the best way to do so. So this week we take on ShadowStich and his Charlotte Chandelures, guys. It should be a really fun one. ShadowStich is actually 2-2, while our record, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it in 3, 2, 1. We're 4-0, baby. We are 4-0. If you guys didn't catch our last week's battle against Dr. Slacking, make sure to go check the description down below. Find the ICP playlist we got, and then go ahead and watch that there. Hell of a battle, man. That was probably the battle of the season so far. What was our week 2? Our week 2 was against JB, right? Yeah, so yeah, that was a good one too, but I really think that the one against Slacking was like the best one we had all season. Oh, week 2 was against Sir Jorge, actually. But yeah, yeah, just it was a phenomenal battle, guys. Phenomenal battle. So if you guys didn't catch that, make sure to go check that out. All right, next, or right now, currently, I guess we are playing ShadowStich, guys. So he's 2-2 right now, while we are 4-0. So looking to keep that undefeated record going, but my man has a pretty threatening team here. So let's go ahead and peep that real quick. So his team does consist of the GAWD, the Toxapex, the TANGROWTH, the Bronzong, the Togekiss, Chandelure, the Ice Core of Vanillux, Sandslash, Persian, and stuff. I got kind of choked up there because I wanted to call the Vanillux lucky and bad because of Shayquaza, but yeah, guys, you guys can see a pretty threatening team, man. This guy has some stupid thick mons in like Toxapex, Tangrowth, Bronzong, Togekiss, Persian, and even Beware to an extent. He has Auroraville in Vanillux with setup mons in GAWD, Togekiss, Chandelure as well. You know, that thing can always be Calm Mind, Flame Charge. Persian too is really annoying. I've seen him bring it offensive too. And the thing is, guys, I actually watch a couple of ShadowStich's battles this season, so I have a good feel for what he brings. At least I hope. I like to think so, right? Because you never know. People can always bring unexpected things against you. You never really know. So you always got to expect the unexpected, right? Yeah, my man has a pretty nasty, bulky team here. Of course, I'm expecting the first 6 on the layout. So GAWD, Toxapex, Tangrowth, Bronzong, Togekiss, which he has brought pretty consistently throughout the week. Maybe he doesn't want to go Toxapex because I have something like the Excadrill, which hits it for super effective damage. But outside of that, besides that and Azelf, I don't really hit it too hard. This is some hardcore ass music right now. I wanted some chill shit, you know? I want some chill music. Yeah, whatever it goes now. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm just kind of waking up and I'm doing this team builder in the afternoon because I'm actually gonna have some friends over later in the night, so I'm probably gonna battle while they're here. So I want to do this team builder right now so that I don't have to do it later, you know. But it's kind of early in the morning. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into what we are doing. Like I said, I'm expecting the first 5. I can see him leaving Toxapex, bringing Chandelure, or even bringing the Ice Core, the Ice Core itself. The Ice Core isn't the best against me, but it's also not like the worst against me, if that's okay to say. Yeah, like it can put in some work, but he has to keep hail up, which I can check his hail with my sand very reliably. So I'm not sure if he'll want to go that route, but if he does, we are prepared. Let's go ahead and go into the first one here. First one we got on the board is going to be Primarina, the Ariel the Primarina. I'm so sorry, guys, I cannot talk. With the leftovers, just a rest sleep talk here. Was called Moonblast, max HP, max defense. My biggest fear, not my biggest fear, but like something that kind of does work against me is like choice banded GAWD. So if he's not any type of setup GAWD, we should be able to check that very fairly. But if he's like choice banded, it's kind of just a free kill, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, GAWD is kind of threatening, but this is probably our best check to it. Like I said, we do hit it with the Moonblast, and then we can if it's not like any type of physical like boosting item, sorry, is what I'm trying to say, we should be able to switch this in, go ahead and take a hit rest, take another hit, get back to full, then start taking some sleep talk turns. Something like AV TANGROWTH is something I can see him wanting to bring in on this, maybe even a bulky Togekiss, maybe even like assault vested Sandslash if he wants to go ahead and bring in. But his dual stab, Ariel's dual stab here is very good against his team if your name is not Toxapex or the TANGROWTH or even Bronzong, but then again Bronzong doesn't want to get burned by the Scald. So next we got the Undertaker, rocking Sandstream ability, Stealth Rock, Rock Blast, Toxic, and Throat Chop, which is really nice. Max HP, max def. This thing is just meant to check his especially offensive mons, things like the Togekiss, things like the Chandelure, things like the Vanillux. We come in on Vanillux every time if he brings it, because we don't want him to set up a Aurora Bell. We can change the weather, it won't let him get his Aurora Bell up. We can eat blizzards, we can eat water pulses, we can eat pretty much anything we want. We could choose to get up our rocks, get off a Rock Blast or something, or even Toxic something on the incoming move. I do understand that I don't have any type of ground coverage to hit the Toxapex, but Rock Blast is still doing a decent chunk. I am expecting if he brings Toxapex for it to be a specially defensive variant, just because I feel like Bronzong and TANGROWTH do a good job of checking Excadrill in itself, so he would want something especially defensive to take hits from like my Primarina, from my Rotom-Mow, probably from Azelf, but I mean he could probably always live a hit from Azelf, right, if I do decide to bring it. So yeah, so like I said, no stab, but Toxic's really nice, especially if we can get something in like the Togekiss on us, the Togekiss on us, or the Stuffle. Like if the Stuffle wants to switch in on us, we can hit it with a Toxic. That's really nice. I might change Toxic for Earthquake, still debating, but not too sure yet if I want to do that. Throat Chop is there for the Bronzong just to get some damage on it. If we can get just one hit off on the Bronzong, it's looking really nice to clean up in the late game with another mon that we have in the back. Next we got Quetzalcoatl, rocking the Intimidate, Defog Roost, Fire Blast, and Earthquake. I know I'm gonna regret the Fire Blast, I know I am, but I have to bring it. Shout out to Olivia Samo, my man, because she just doesn't give a F. She doesn't give a flying F. She brings moves that have higher damage outputs because they do pick up Okos, they do bigger damage. Like the Fire Blast has a chance to kill a max HP, max defense Rocky Helmet TANGROWTH after rock, so compared to like where Flamethrower wouldn't, you know. So I'm definitely gonna do the Fire Blast, and hopefully you know, it puts in work. But this is a really nice set here, being able to come in on his passive mons like Toxapex, getting up a T-Spike, we can defog that. The TANGROWTH going for like Leech Seed, or the TANGROWTH going for like Earthquake on my Excadrill once he brings it out on it. You know, we can just easily switch out into this, threaten it out with like a Hurricane, dual Wing Beat, which we don't have, but obviously we do. Click Fire Blast. Fire Blast is really nice for the Bronzong too, if he wants to bring in Bronzong on this because he thinks that I'm gonna go for like Hurricane or dual Wing Beat. Bam, we bop it with the Fire Blast if it's not heat proof, because he might opt to bring something that I think could be really nice on Shadow's end, is if he brings Bronzong with the Shuckleberry and heat proof, because then he's covered every option. But we will definitely calc for that because that's something I need to know immediately. But yeah, our Fire Blast Earthquake is really nice here. The thing is, we're not carrying any stab, which is kind of bad since we can't hit the Zygarde, we can't hit the what's the other thing I was gonna say, the I think it was just a Zygarde, right? Just a Zygarde, and we don't have any flying stab. But it's really nice because we hit a lot of his mons. Like we hit Toxapex, we hit TANGROWTH, we hit Bronzong, we hit Chandelure, we hit Vanillux, we hit the Sandslash, we hit the Persian come in, and then Stuffle we hit because he will be most likely rocking the Fluffy ability if he does decide to bring it. So yeah, it's just really nice here. Earthquake is so that Toxapex can't just sit on me. I could run Hurricane in that slot, but I think Earthquake's a lot better just because I can hit the Chandelure as well, which I really like. And I'm still debating. I might throw Hurricane on here. I might throw Hurricane on here over Earthquake last second. I'm definitely gonna run it by my front office one more time. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Salamence here, hopefully he can put in some work. So next we got Blue, the Incineroar, rocking the Intimidate ability. I actually changed up this EV spread because I didn't take into consideration that Shadow could bring a Swords Dance, Adamant, Life Orb, Sand Slash. So I went ahead and cleaned up my EV so that I could actually live that. If he does decide to bring it, I will always live it, knock it out with the Flare Blitz in return, which is really nice. If he does decide to bring that Sand Slash. If not, this can be a really nice general pivot into things like that Tangrowth, like that Bronzong. Most likely Bronzong's gonna be carrying that body press, but thankfully to our new EV spread, we can take hits a lot more better. Parting Shot, of course, is really nice for momentum, like he's been giving us all season. Dual Stab, and then Toxic. Toxic's super nice because he can be like, you know what, I can bring Togekiss in on this every single time. Bop, give it a Toxic. I can bring Stuffle in on this every time. Not Stuff, Beware. Bop, hit it with that. Yeah, pretty nice. I was debating bringing the Earthquake, but wasn't worth it in my opinion. Toxic's really nice. If I can get a Toxic off on that Zygarde in the late game, that could be really nice too. So next we got Frieza rocking the Life Orb. Really excited for this set because this one, excuse me, this set is just gonna be clicking buttons. Just be clicking buttons. Fire Blast, Psychic, Ice Punch, Shadow Ball. I know, guys, I'm sorry I have to do the Fire Blast. I know I'm gonna miss at least 1 or 2 this game, but it's the what's the saying? The risk is worth the reward. This thing's doing huge damage with Fire Blast. If it's just max defensive Bronzong, we have a chance to OHKO it. If it's max defensive Tangrowth, we OHKO it. So you know, it's worth it in my opinion. Psychic does big damage to that Toxapex. I was really debating running Psyshock, and I might change that before the game, guys. I know, like I said, I'm making I might make a couple changes to the squad, but I wanted to get this team builder in because I made these slides, and I'm gonna battle later, and I know later I'm not gonna want to record because I'm just trying to, you know, be outside with my friends more as opposed to recording in here. So yeah, so Life Orb, Fire Blast, Psychic, Ice Punch, Shadow Ball. Ice Punch is really nice. We're doing about 69 to 80 to the Zygarde if it's not set up and it's running no HP, which I doubt. I'm pretty sure he's gonna run a bulky sub, Glare, D-Dance, Coil, something set, but hey, that coverage is still really nice to be there. Also hits the Togekiss if the Togekiss wants to switch it in, and like I said earlier, guys, his team is just super weak to Fire Blast, so that's really nice. Lastly, we have my guy Potbelly with the Mold Breaker ability, guys. Swords Dance, Iron Head, Toxic, Earthquake. This is another Pokemon where I'm gonna change something on it. The item is leftovers here, but I'm actually gonna run Shuckle Berry just because I think Shuckle Berry is a little bit nicer. At first I was debating running protective pads or leftovers so that if Tangrowth comes in on me, I can go ahead and get that recovery back that I'm losing with the Rocky Helmet, or just have protective pads so that I don't have to take that damage. But I think Shuckle is just so much nicer here. It allows me to stay in on the Tangrowth because Tangrowth could want to go for knockoff or Earthquake on the Excadrill, right? So that could in turn give me a free Swords Dance, that could give me a free Toxic, etc, depending on where the game's at, right? So I really value that. I also think that having the ability to stay in on Zygarde is really important as well, because if you guys saw my team, outside of Azelf and Primarina, I don't have too much to hit that Zygarde. So right now in prep, I'm kind of thinking about that. So yeah, I think the Shuckle Berry might just be better here. I'm gonna make those changes to the squad. I'm gonna go ahead and get connected with Shadow, and then I'll be right back at you guys with our battle. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and if you guys skip to this part of the video, we are taking on ShadowStich and his Charlotte Chandelures. It should be a good one. Make sure to go check him out. All his links will be in the description down below. My Switch is acting up, guys. Like, you might see it might go super slow, might be super laggy. There's something going on with my custom firmware, so hopefully it doesn't play a factor into our battle. Because right now I jammed my team, and when I try to turn my Switch back on, it didn't even turn on. I had to like reboot it, do a bunch of stuff. So hopefully all that doesn't happen. We said have fun, good luck in the chat. Should be a really good one. These are the 6 that I'm expecting, as always. Let's go ahead and click. Let's see what he got. I got the layout right here ready to go ahead and get fixed. Let me center myself a little bit. I am a little nervous for this battle, but hopefully it can be a fun one for sure. So he does bring Hail. Okay, so no Togekiss and no Chandelure. Got you. Okay, yeah, I was expecting some of this. I didn't think he'd bring the Sand Core, but the Hail Core, but I guess he did. He probably had a lot of fun with it last week when he won. So we'll throw that in there. Okay, just gotta edit this layout real quick, guys, and then we should be good. I think I'm gonna lead I think I'm gonna lead Primarina because I have switches into everything else. Yeah, because I have switches into everything else, but the Zygarde I don't have the best switch-ins to. So I think I want to lead a little bit defensively here. And yeah, hopefully Fire Blast is going to put in a lot of work. Gigalith is going to be really important to be keeping healthy for us to get rid of that hail. I actually had to fix the HP bar because I moved it when I was editing, so we'll fix that right now. But let's lock in. Let's lock in. Quetzalcoatl doesn't seem too good here, to be completely honest, as I only come in on the Toxapex and the Tangrowth. I still can't talk from earlier in the morning. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm just gonna lead Aerial. What he brought doesn't shock me too much. I did fix up my Incineroar so that we could always live a +1 Earthquake from an Adamant, Life Orb, Sandshrew, so we should be good on checking that with the Incineroar, which is the only reason why it's here. Yeah, have fun, good luck to Shadow. I think he's 2-2 right now while we are 4-0, so if we can keep this undefeated streak going on, man, it'd be amazing. The only undefeated teams in the league, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say it, but there's 2, so hopefully we can keep the third one strong and proud. But let's see who he leads off with here. Clockwork, which I think is a Bronzong. Okay. Bronzong does come in here. He might just want to get up his rocks. I really wish I had Flip Turn right here. I don't want to switch into Incineroar because I obviously don't want that thing to feel as pressured. I do just like going into my Quetzalcoatl here. I think it's a fair little switch in here. We do have the Fire Blast to threaten it out. So I'm not too scared of what this thing wants to do. I do have to fix the HP bar too, right? Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I was actually having like a little barbecue with my friends right now. I just came inside to do this battle real quick. So, Toxic, good play. Okay, so Bronzong has Toxic. Bronzong has Toxic. Got you. Okay, he's toxic like that. El Toxico. Let's see. I want to fix this HP bar first of all. Seems about right, I think. That seems a little bit better. Okay. Oh, do I just launch off a Fire Blast here? He doesn't really have the best switches into it, right? He doesn't want to switch in. Okay, so this video was, I'm actually gonna name this video "How many Fire Blasts can I miss?" Because I think I'm gonna miss a couple. So if he stays in here, he might be heat proof. Do we hit? We do hit. This should do more than half. Is that heat proof? Do we get the burn? We do get the burn. Yeah, rocks. Perfect. Bronzong. Let's see if he's heat proof. Because our Salamence did like a little bit less than half. Okay. Yeah, he probably just max HP. I definitely don't think he's heat proof. Yeah, he's definitely not heat proof. I'll just defog here on his switch out. Because if he brings in Vanillux, like I said, I have a safe switch into Gigalith. I can always roost this thing up on the Tangrowth. I can roost this thing up on the Toxapex as well. Hellpick, which is going to be this thing. Okay, interesting. So we're going to defog here. I wish I had an Earthquake. Hurricane does a lot to this thing, but I don't want to stay in anymore. I kind of want to go into my Gigalith and get up the sand here. Is Gigalith... Yeah, Gigalith should be okay to go into here. We'll get up our own rocks. If he doesn't get up a T-Spike, if he gets up a T-Spike, I'll just go back into this thing. I think getting up my own rocks would be really nice for Vanillux. We'll find out if it's Heavy Duty Boots, if it's Light Clay, if it's Choice Scarf, whatever the case may be. This is one of my favorite songs right here. It's like one of my favorite songs right here. This song gets me hyped, so let's see. Sandstream, get that sound going, baby. He's in a knockoff? He's gonna Scald here. Okay, hope he doesn't get the burn. Burn. Okay, so this thing will be buffeted. I don't think this thing wants to stay in here. I don't think this thing wants to stay in here. What would he go out into, though? Tangrowth? I got my rocks here. He could just stay in and Scald again, fish for the burn. I think getting a burn on this would be really nice for his Vanillux, because this is Vanillux is actually the only thing we have to check with this Mon here. We can even probably switch this in on Bronzong a little bit. So we do get up for free rocks here, which is nice. I think he's gonna go Tangrowth, which oh, he actually goes Zygarde. Very, very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting, because I was considering going for Toxic here. So we'll get up our rocks. Toxic might have been the play in hindsight. but it's just so hard because he might want to stay with Toxapex. I don't want to Toxic a Toxapex, so didn't make too much sense. We are going to be back at 4 now, which is nice. And I just go straight into Primarina on the sub. I know he's going to be sub, so yeah, this is definitely the perfect time for him to sub, perfect time for him to D-dance. We'll find out if he's choice banded or not, or if he's like an item, boosting item. Yeah, okay. So Toxapex has the Scald. Forgot to write that down. Toxapex has Scald. And then and it's leftovers, okay. Zygarde is sub. Leftovers. Probably pretty bulky. But it's taking some nice sand damage, so that's nice. He could 1,000 arrows here. It's only going to do about 30%. If he dances up, he's going to glare. Okay, sub glare. That's going to be annoying for sure. That is actually like a great set to bring here. It's very, very annoying for my team for sure. But yeah, he doesn't get the thing, which is good here. But as long as this thing like, is he's not taking sand damage. Ground types don't take sand damage. That's on me. Yeah, he could just kind of sub here, right, for free. He could just kind of sub here for free. I'm Moonblast. I trust in my Primarina, even though it's probably not the smartest thing to do. But I think this is like one of the best options I have. But he can just keep kind of subbing here for free, which is okay. Well, I mean, it's actually better for me too. I hear Toe Pick, which is going to be the Bronzong. Is this thing? Okay, interesting. Okay. Moonblast. Not bad. Okay, that's actually not that bad for us either here. This thing does end. I kind of want to go Gigalith. I think I will. Because I'll threaten it out with the what's the thing called? Threaten it out with the Earthquake, and then I'll go ahead and actually Toxic and see if we can get it off from the Zygarde or the Tangrowth, which would be really nice. Then we get sand back up, which is always nice. The special attack drop is kind of sucky for him, I'm not gonna lie. Poison Jab. Ah, interesting. Okay. That's fair. Do I want a Toxic here? How much is like Rock Blast doing to Marina? So sorry, not Primarina. Undertaker. We're still good on time. It's early battle, baby. It's early battle. Gigalith versus Zygarde. We do have Rock Blast, which actually doesn't break the sub. So I think I'm just gonna Toxic here. I really want a Toxic here on the switch out. He could stay in, and if he stays in, good play. Okay, so I'm gonna take this chance to go out into my. I'm gonna take this chance to go out into Azelf here because he does have lower special attack, and I don't want this thing too weakened down because I do need it to still check the Vanillux, which it's getting kind of whittled down. So that's a little something. The poison was a little unfortunate, but honestly, I think I'll take the poison over the burn. So that's fine. I'll go into Frieza and hope that he doesn't knock off here. And then I'll just launch off a free Psychic into Fire Blast. Probably on his team. It's pretty free. Let's hope he doesn't have knockoff here. Scald. Okay, this shouldn't do too much until he's at -1 attack, special attack. Okay, take a Sandstorm damage. Okay, this is nice. We got this thing in now. Yeah, because I can't see on his team, because the Bronzong. How many Fire Blasts can we miss? Because this Bronzong is going to eat. Pretty sure it's just max HP, max defense. Yeah. We might have a chance to kill a Shadow Ball, so that'd be kind of cool. But I'll Psychic here. He might live this, because I was expecting like a fully Spadef Toxapex here. But this thing should 2-hit KO pretty much anything he wants to bring in. Big chill. Okay. Let's see what he is. Snow Warning for sure. I probably would have Fire Blasted there, bro. Come on. Vanillux. How much did it take? We'll see if it's a bulky one. Took a little bit less than 75. So 70. Yeah, it's 25, 30, about 70%. Yeah. This is probably choice scarfed. We'll go right into Undertaker though. Make sure he doesn't get up that Aurora Veil if he wants to try to click it here. And then I might just launch off a pretty free Rock Blast. I could also double. I could double back into the Azelf, which I kind of like actually. I might do that. If he goes for Blizzard, it's decreased. Oh, he doubles into the Zygarde. Good play if he does. Yep. Okay, good play, good play, good play. I like that play. Hold up. And I switched out before him. So, Vanillux is not scarfed. Keep that in mind. He gets a free sub here because I can't really stop it. But at least we know his Vanillux is not scarfed now. Yes, just go right to Aerial. We are rest, so we can get rid of that para. But we just need to get really lucky with no para hacks. Which I trust. I trust that my my Primarina will do. Because I love my Primarina. My Primarina has not let me down this season. I have no reason to believe that she will let me down now. You know what I'm saying? So we should be 3-hit KO'd by anything this thing wants to go for. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast to break the sub the first time. After we break the sub, I might go for a rest on the next one. He gets a pretty free coil here, which I can see him wanting to do. And this thing's gonna just 1,000 arrows, just 1,000 arrows here. Okay. Let's see what it does. 187. Oh wow, that did a lot. 187 to 93. Yep. It's really unfortunate. But he is in range of where an Azelf Ice Punch will kill from here, so. Unfortunately, I will have to rest here. But I should be able to live another one. But I hope I get the rest off, man. You see, this is where the hacks suck, but it is what it is. Gotta play around it. I think that resting is still my best play here, and I think I have to go by it. So let's just click it. And hope that we get it off. If we get it off, that'd be amazing. Because then we can just sleep talk a little bit. Ooh, this is a free turn to get that rest off if we can get it off. There's no Clockwork, which is this thing. Okay. Okay. We got it, baby. We got it. Nice, nice, nice. Primarina, baby. I love you. Which is beautiful because now he can't glare us. And his set's not as useful. But we can just go into Salamence here and then launch off a pretty free Fire Blast. Even that Zygarde's not going to want to take it. We do outspeed the next turn. We could try to Hurricane him too. Hurricane's accuracy is not decreased in sand, which is a fun fact to know. So clutch that we got off that rest though, and we're at full health, so that's beautiful. We just go Quetzalcoatl now. He has 2 of our Mons weakened down pretty heavy. By the way, he's playing the Tangrowth. I feel like it's not Assault Vest because he didn't switch in on the Azelf. I feel like he would have switched in on the Azelf if he would have been more confident in it, but I don't think he was too confident in it. All right, gets up rocks here. I want to Fire Blast, but I think Roost is the better play here to play the longer game. Good play, good play. But what switches into a Fire Blast on this team? I guess the little thing, right? I could also double into Excadrill here. No way he body presses. If he does, he's burned. We get it in on Toxapex, huh? Did we kill a max HP, max defense Toxapex? Yeah, we don't even kill max defense Toxapex. But this is just a free Roost here. It's a free Roost here. Okay, he stayed in. Good play. So a Roost here. That's fine. So he was willing to die to the Fire Blast, which is cool. High kick. Oh, it's special. Cool. Oh, that did a lot. Good lord, that did a lot. Okay. So we could click Fire Blast here. We could go out into the drill. The drill seems like a cool play too, but I kind of just want to click Fire Blast here. He could go into Toxapex here, which is a respectable play. He could just give this Bronzong up, which he's not going to do. He's going to go into Toxapex here. Yeah, toe pick. Toxapex. You can see if this thing's Spadef right now. It takes the 12%. Fire Blast, we hit. 12%. Wow. That did like 10% maybe. Salamence versus Toxapex. If it's like max Spadef. Yeah, he's max Spadef. I'll keep rocks off. I'll keep rocks off because I think I can get rocks up a little bit easier than he can. So I'll get rid of him here. Probably on his Scald. And Hurricanes are more accurate now. Going for Scald here. Okay. Can't burn, which is nice. I want to go into Primarina, but I mean, okay. I will Roost one more time. I'll Roost. And then, okay. And he has leftovers, so that's good to know too. Let me just exchange a little bit healthier. So we'll be like at 30 or 40 points, I think. Like I said, it's very, very hard for him to switch in on our Azelf here. It's a little bit healthier. So let's go into Azelf here. We should have a hit. Should have whatever this thing wants to go for. Then launch off a Psychic. I'm pretty sure he's max Spadef here. So launching off a Psychic is fine, I think. He's not going to want to stay and take it. I'm pretty sure he switches out. Oh, this should be doing about 20 to 30%. It does. Okay, 40. So we have a couple more Life Orb hits in this. Am I tripping? I feel like there was like 2 Toxapexes. I'm a Psychic here because honestly he has nothing that really wants to switch in on this thing. And we'll still do a big chunk. Gives us a free switch into Extra Drill without rocks. We can get up a Swords Dance on the possible. He might not even want to switch out. Like, how much is +2 doing to Tangrowth? A small chance. Okay, he's gonna live this, but he's gonna take a chunk. Oh, we got a crit, huh? Damn, I'm so sorry, bro. Hey, crit for crit, right? Crit for crit. I had to live with the Parascare. He had to live with that. It's tough though. It's tough. Yeah, I think that crit, my crit mattered a lot more than his did, to be honest. So I can see if he's a little bit upset over that. So I do apologize. But like I said, he's very, very hard for him to switch in on this thing. We know that Vanillix is not Scarf, so if he decides to bring that in, if he brings in Tangrowth, we probably missed the Fire Blast, so it'll make it up for it, right? If he goes Zygarde, I'm Ice Punching that thing in the mouth. Ah, sucker punching that boy. Big Chili. This thing is not Scarfed. We switched out before he did. He's not Scarfed. So I'm going to Psychic here. Does Shadow Ball kill? If Shadow Ball kills, I kind of want to go for it because I think he might go into Bronzong here. Let me see. Azelf versus a Vanillux. And we know he's not even max HP. He's probably just max speed. Shadow Ball doesn't. It's a roll to kill. I don't want to test the raw. I'll just Psychic here. We should have 2 more Life Orb hits in us. Perfect. He's going to switch out. Is he going to Zygarde here? Diamond Head. Oh, he goes into this thing. Bro, if I would have Fire Blasted. This thing's still going to take a lot. Perfect. About half. We'll get the Spadef drop, which it's not going to matter too much. We do have 1 more hit in us. Okay, so this thing comes in and claims a pretty fat kill. So I'm just going to go straight into our blue here. This thing is designed to take on this set. But can we kill with knockoff now is the question too. If he goes for Swords Dance here, I'm not scared at all. Ooh, Hail Chip though. I didn't consider that. Does he go for Swords Dance here? Goes for Rapid Spin. Okay, he's getting the speed boost. Knockoff unfortunately doesn't kill. We have to go for Flare Blitz here. But he doesn't really have the best Flare Blitz switch-ins right now. Did I Party Shot? No, I think Flare Blitz is the play. Oh, yeah. He's going to Zygarde. Wild Vine, which is the Tangrowth. How much is this taking from this? Could it do at least half? Did we get the crit? I'm so sorry. No. I am faster. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys watched our last video against you know, Dr. Slacking. I got some hacks. The hacks, in all fairness, didn't matter in that battle, but honestly, these did matter. Like the crit on Toxapex was huge. The crit on this was huge. Yeah, it goes into Ben 10. Okay, well, we'll get rid of this thing's leftovers. Yeah, so won't be taking any more. Man, I'm so sorry. That really put him on the back foot. Yeah, I'm really sorry about those hacks, man. But it's looking like he's Icy Rock on his Vanillux. I'm not too scared of the extra drill either, since we do have a fully Fizz Def Primarina here that could check it possibly. I think he might want to go for sub here. I wouldn't, but he can always play with Rose. I think we always break a sub though. 1,000 arrows here. This shouldn't do too much. Yes, should be 3-hit KO'd. The Hell Stop, which is really good for us. We are leftovers. We can waste it. I was thinking about doubling out, but we can waste a turn of Sleep Talk here, so we'll do that. That's one Sleep Talk turn. He's gonna stay in here. He's gonna switch out. He's probably gonna go into Tangrowth here to get it back up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's gonna go into this thing actually. Okay. So you hit the snow back up. If we can break free and kill this thing, that'd be amazing. You got a Scald or a Moonblast here. I mean, if we don't, I understand. I understand. Like, why would we, right? We've already been like super lucky. I definitely don't need any damage on this. I definitely don't need any damage on this. I kind of want to sack off my... Actually, this thing coming on Tangrowth. How much is a Freeze Dry do to me? He's probably like max special attack. Timid, Freeze Dry. 51 to 60. I'm at 143. We could take one. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But my Freeze Dry switch-ins are very, very limited here. Azelf gets a kill every time it comes in. If it goes Undertaker, I don't want him to go back. I don't want him to go back into Zygarde, but I guess it's taking Hail Chip, so that's better for me. He doesn't end up switching out, which is good for us. We will go ahead and bring the Undertaker. If he tries to get up to Aurora, it'll get canceled out. If he tries to, probably gonna double, but I guess he didn't double because I think I saw that Vanillux was faster than my Primarina, so I don't even think he doubled out here. For Aurora, he goes for Freeze Dry. Okay, perfect, perfect. That will stay in. Okay. Now I could go for Rock Blast, or I can go for Toxic here. Yeah, I just feel more confident in our Rock Blast play because he has to switch out here, and Rock Blast will do like 15 to 20% to anything. Also could have got up Rocks, which kind of would have been a better play, I think. Wild Vine. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go into this thing. I probably should have Toxic. Good play, good play. Not bad. Can we get 3? Okay, we get 4. Take that sand chip, which is really nice. And what I actually love is that we can get a Salamence right now. And just click Fire Blast, right? Actually, I'll go Salamence. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go Salamence. If he dies, I get a free kill with Azelf, right? That's what happens. So let's try that. Let's try that. Azelf also picked up a body this game. Azelf kills Toxapex. I guess the crit didn't matter too much because look, he's actually getting back up pretty healthy. But this is actually great for us because we definitely get a free roost off here now too. So, ooh, I don't know. After Toxic and Sandstorm damage, you know, this thing has Psychic. Psychic did a lot last time. Can we live the Toxic damage? Is the question. Fire Blast is pretty free too because his Zygarde's pretty weak and down. Exadrill, man. Exadrill looks scary for him too. So I'm gonna roost here because we can live another hit, and nothing really wants to switch in on this, right? I'll just Fire Blast. He keeps doing reckless things. Let's see if we hit it. If we hit it, kudos. If we don't hit it, then we bring in Excadrill and we get a body. We hit the Fire Blast. Okay, nice. This thing should be dropped. Yep. Oh, so Salamence kills this. Salamence kills Bronzong. And then Salamence dies to sand. So I want to say I can go into Azelf and get a body here. And since we already took the chip, we went down Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, let's see. Should be able to go into this and essentially pick up a kill here. Unless he has Ice Shard on something. He goes into Wild Vine. So Tangrowth at how much? I just want Psychic here actually. I have time. So my Gigalith did like, yeah, so I think this is max defensive. Azelf is doing a lot with Psychic. I think it does a lot to anything. So Azelf dies to Life Orb Recoil, and then Azelf dies to Life Orb Recoil. This thing could die too, actually, if we get a high roll. Ooh, no high roll for us. It's a little unfortunate, but now we bring in Excadrill. We just took Earthquake. So Azelf dies to Life Orb Recoil. We could also go this, but I think Excadrill is just freer. We just click Earthquake for free here, because he's gonna switch this out. And the Mold Breaker, so I break the mold. Earthquake here? I think so. I think it's Earthquake. If he goes into the Tangrowth, I think I'm gonna Swords Dance in his face. Hope it doesn't have Focus Blast. Let's see how much this does. It's at about 80%. Drops him down to about, what is that? Like 68. So it did about like 12%, I want to say. The Tangrowth. Earthquake, yeah, I did about that much. If I Swords Dance here, Focus Blast, does he have the Focus Blast though, is the question. Azelf is gone. Does he have the Focus Blast? Or does he have the Earthquake? We live a Focus Blast. So I'm gonna Swords Dance here. YOLO. I'm gonna Swords Dance here. He's in a Leech Seed, that's fine. Yeah. Should I get to +4 right now? I feel like it's kind of greedy because 2 Iron Heads will just knock him out. So let's Iron Head him here. He could protect, but he's going to risk me sending up again. Okay, see if we get the flinch. The 2-hit KO is Rocky Helmet. He's going to Giga Drain here. Yeah, that's tough actually. That's tough. Do I need this thing? Do I need this thing? To win the game. No. I think I do. I think that was a misclick, but I think I like this trade-off just a little bit more. Because he won't get that much. And I can bring in Incineroar, which we know outspeeds this thing. Click Flare Blitz. And I think he has to pick a sack here. Okay. So I might live to regret that. But like I said, I think I just click this and click Flare Blitz. And I think even... How much is the... Zygarde only took about 15%. 5, 10, 15. I think this thing dies too though. TANGROWTH. We already knocked off the other guy's item. Just have time. A roll to kill. TANGROWTH. And how much are doing a Zygarde with no item? I know guys, I know my time is really low, but should just be good after this. Did knockoff still doing more? I'm gonna go for the roll. I hope we get it. He should just let this thing go down. He doesn't. What does he go out into? His Zygarde. So this should be doing more. It's doing about 20%. Okay. So we just go right into this. He could put the double into TANGROWTH, which he doesn't. Get just 1,000 arrows here too. Only burn one turn of sleep, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to save this Incineroar if I want to knock out the TANGROWTH. Yeah, TANGROWTH. I think the TANGROWTH I might not be able to break through it. He might just survive off the bulk. So let's see if we can get a Moonblast. If we can get Moonblast here, it'd be so good. If we get, I think even if we get Scald, we should be okay. Yeah, I think letting my Excadrill go was like the biggest mistake I could do. Okay, I got lucky with the roll. So we knocked this thing out. Grim kills the roll on ShadowStich too. Grim kills Zygarde. He goes TANGROWTH here, I think. What's happening to this thing actually? Diamond Head. Sand slash Alola. One against Primarina. I am at 41. Do I need this? I would just need this for this. I'll rest on the off chance that we live a hit. Looks like it's a roll for him to knock us out here with Iron Head. Ooh, okay. I didn't calc that, but that might have been a roll. Here we go into blue. I think that might just be game, unfortunately. We do lose Primarina. Yeah, I think maybe... I think once I sacked off Salamence, I didn't really have much that could hit the... I didn't really have much that could hit it, I guess. I'm gonna knock off here. He's gonna switch this thing out. I guess he's gonna go back into Vanillux. To Wild Vine, interesting. Get some more Rocky Helmet damage. I guess that's fair. What if I Flare Blitz there? Well, Flare Blitz picks up a KO now. Yeah, he does just win with like Sand in the end. Yeah, he does just win with Saturn in the end. So I think that's going to be game, guys, unfortunately. And we pick up our first loss of the season. Ensign kills TANGROWTH. Things I could have done better that game was I didn't need to sack extra draw because the speed. I think the speed is what I needed the most. And I think I just got kind of trigger happy and just clicked buttons. So that's kind of unfortunate. But we were like, we got super lucky with crits and stuff. We shouldn't have even been this close in that position. Another part was sacking off the Salamence, but in my opinion, I feel like if I would have just roosted, like if I had just roosted, if I had just roosted there, like the psychic damage, I seen how much it did earlier. Like I think it would have just put us in, like we would have been like maybe 20 more health than we were at originally. So eventually I would have just had to have clicked Fire Blast there. So that's my reasoning behind that play. But yeah, I think it's just too much, a lot of fat, and like my breakers like Salamence and Azelf and Excadrill just couldn't break through his bulky offense, man. So great games, man. Great games. Can't be mad. Wish I was Rest Sleep Talk Gigalith right now for sure. We'll touch off here. Show off the tech. Show off the tech. Alright, I think this kills actually. Yeah, GG's. GG's to the Shadow Man. Great battler. He actually just made a finals as well. He actually just made a finals as well in another league. So make sure to go check out his channel, man. Make sure to go check out those videos. He will take the 2-0 win here, and we will take the loss. But hey, after starting out the season 4-0, man, I can't even be mad. It was about time I took my loss. I'm not that good, so I've been getting lucky. In all honesty, right? So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. If you guys are brand new, as always, definitely consider subscribing. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.